Hi guys, it's Max here with dartsreviews.tv in association with dartsplanet.tv. We've got some mission darts for you today. We've got the Josh Rock V2. This is his second edition. They look pretty much identical, but they say that it's going to have a slightly more aggressive grip. But what I think we will have to do is head on over to the board and we'll check it out ourselves. Okay, so we're over at the table. We've got the mission Josh Rocky V2 darts. Got this lovely sort of like planet meteor sort of thing about to crash with all the sort of like ionic trail and everything in the background. Windows showing the dart there with the flights behind. These are 95% tungsten and 24 grams match weighted. Over on the back we've got some information there about sort of like Josh Rock and the darts, safety info, and obviously up at the top Rocky and Josh Rock. Let's get the darts out, have a closer look. Darts come in this like velvety plastic insert, but it's doing what it needs to. You've got the point holder there as well, holding the darts, and the flights are pinned in behind. And obviously it's got the Josh Rock on there and that lovely sort of like blue meteor behind as well. Let's have a closer look at one of the darts. Starting at the front, we've got a standard sort of like short black point there, and then we go into this rounded ball nose that's got very like a natural and a blue inlay, very thin groove, but it does level out going into this parallel grip that goes the whole length of the dart before this very smooth sort of taper section, again with two very thin grooves inlaid there and the etched in mission logo, and then you have the dark blue saber stems. The actual grip itself has a stagger of natural and blue inlay in the grooves, and it's very much more of a twin ring sort of grip, but the rings themselves are very thin, with I'd say a groove that is 2 to 3 times wider in between the twin ring, which is the natural section. The blue inlay section again is about just under 2 widths of the actual rings. This feels a lot more aggressive than his last grip. The actual rings themselves are square cut, and being as they are so thin, they're really catching on my fingers, and my fingers are quite hard, but it's really nice to have the grip the full length, so it doesn't matter if you're a rear, mid or front gripper. The center weighted dart is definitely going to add the same grip wherever you're going to hold. The actual grip itself, as I said, it's a lot more aggressive than his previous one, and I would say the spacing is slightly different. I could be wrong, it could be exactly the same, but looking at the amount of blue rings, from what I remember, it does look like there's slightly less than there was on his black PVD coated V1 version. But what we'll do is we'll go and head over and have a throw in a section. But the measurements on these are 6.5 millimeters wide and 52.8 millimeters long. So quite a longish sort of dart, but a nice width. Give you plenty of grouping in the board. So yeah, let's go have a throw. Okay, so we're over in the dart room with the Mission Josh Rock V2 darts. Very similar to his original version, but they are slightly more grippy. So I might have to make a little bit of an adjustment compared to his other ones, but it's the type of grip I really like. It's the whole length of the barrel, and it's the type you can just pick up and start throwing. So we'll go straight in and have a couple of practice throws, just so I can sort of like get around that treble and make sure we're zeroing in. And then we'll go into our 201 practice routine. So let's see how we get on. Oh, a nice ton 40. Choked a little bit on that last start. Let's see if we can do that again. And 135. They're definitely sort of zeroed in around that treble. Hopefully I can replicate that. So let's go straight into our 201 practice routine. Game on. Or 140. Really nice tight grouping on that. Left ourselves 61. Oh, just on that wire. 21 scored. We've left ourselves tops. Hopefully we don't have a bit of double trouble on this one. And in 3. Did have a little bit of double trouble, but that's more me than it is the darts, unfortunately. I've done that in 9 darts. As you saw when I was having the practice throw, a little less pressure, a bit more relaxed. They flew really, really nice. Got a really nice clean release on this. So I think what we'll do is we'll head on over, have a final thought. Okay, I didn't do absolutely fantastic. I still done it in 9 darts, so I'm more than happy. That's sort of like my average sort of target. The grip itself did feel slightly grippier than his original ones. I think I reviewed them a year or so ago. The balance was the same, the type of grip was the same, but yeah, they did feel a little bit more grippy, but unfortunately I'm going to have to give it the same grip rating as I gave the other ones. I'm going to give them a 3.5. They're fairly grippy. Obviously my fingers fit really, really well into the grooves and everything. Even though they did feel a little bit more aggressive, I couldn't justify giving it a 4 because they're not overly aggressive. So I think you could get a nice, clean, consistent release. Another thing is the grip goes the whole way down the barrel, so it doesn't matter if you're rear, mid or front gripper, you're going to get the same type of grip, and hopefully you'll get a nice, clean, consistent release and keep it flowing really, really smoothly. Weights on this is 22, 24 and 26 grams, so there's plenty to choose from, lots of weight range there, and as always you can always like tweak it with a slightly different setup or different points or anything as well. But I think as they are, they do fly really, really well. Price point is £54.95. These are a 95% tungsten, so I think that is a fantastic price point for these. Obviously there's not loads of extra milling or loads of fancy sort of like colours or anything like that, but you're paying for a fantastic dart and decent quality and a decent tungsten content, so I think that is a fantastic price. It's definitely on the lower end for a player's dart, and definitely on a lower end for a 95% tungsten dart. If you agree or disagree with anything I said, or you've got a set of these, or you're looking to get a set or anything, head on down to the comment section, or if you've got a set, head on over to dartsreviews.tv, leave us your own review. It helps out players make their mind up, because I can say what I think of the darts, but it's always handy to get a different perspective. Make sure you come back, and as always, make sure you tick subscribe and tick the notification bell. Lots of reviews coming up in the future, something for everyone, and it might be something that you've really been looking forward to, like a new release or something. As always, come back, check us out again soon. Bye.